A viewer wants to know how to handle a supervisor who asks personal questions. I don't know where you work. I don't know you or your supervisor. But this is how I would handle it. And I'm hoping some people who've been in the workforce for a very long time can weigh in on this. Because I know that there's different ways to deal with this, and every company is different, every situation is different. But you can't be talking about personal subjects with your supervisor. It just doesn't work. You don't know if you can trust your supervisor. You don't want to have that kind of a relationship with your supervisor. They're not your friend. He or she is your boss. So this is what I would do in this situation. I would take a moment, not a moment, but a beat. Say a beat. He asks you blah, blah, blah. And you're like, okay, back to the proposal that we were talking about. So you're not saying anything because you don't want to chastise your supervisor. You don't want to admonish him or her. Oh, how can you ask that? That's a personal question. We're at work. No. Realistically, you can't do it. And you can't go talking about your personal life because goodness knows what's going to happen with that. He or she could use it as ammunition. And it's just, that's not your relationship. You're a subordinate. That's your boss. You don't talk about personal things, period. Not to say you can't be pleasant and kind and warm and talk about superficial things, the weather, the baseball game, anything like that, but nothing that even treads closely to personal subjects. So that's what I would do. I would just look at him or her like there's no way you're going to answer that question. And you don't want to give him a mean look either, like, just, smile and then move on to the topic at hand. Change the subject abruptly. And if you don't feel like you can give them any kind of a look because you're just petrified that they even asked you that, whatever it was, you could just say, yeah, okay, on to blah, blah, blah. So I feel like you're not offending this person. You're not answering this person, which do not ever feel like you have to. I don't care if it's your boss. Do not ever feel cornered and feeling like you must answer a personal question because it's your boss. There are boundaries. And you know what? When you don't answer and when you sort of ignore what he asked, then he or she is going to be like, okay, I'm not going to go there again because clearly this is uncomfortable. So you sort of want to make it a little uncomfortable so they don't do this again and they don't press it. But again, tread carefully. I just really hope other people weigh in because this is just one way. And there are probably many more ways to handle this situation. It's just touchy either which way around.